Gibby lives in a fucking teepee, don't he? I bet he got a big-ass Indian headdress he wears.
Yep. Leather underwear, baby.
Captured the flag.
Yes, sir.
Song Indian Outlaw about it.
My favorite weapon on this game is a tomahawk,
Capture the objectives.
but I nickname it the tomahawk. It's a tomahawk.
This is Wilson Jet. Wanted to talk to you a little bit about my approach to Capture the Flag team play on Black Ops 2. When I play with my clan, Capture the Flag is probably our favorite game type because it is the most objective-based and team-oriented. When you're playing with a group of 6, basically our approach is to establish 3 pairs of 2. The guys in the 1 and 2 spots are going to be your primary flag carriers. Positions 3 and 4 are your escorts and also the players that are responsible for returning the flag if the enemy picks it up. And the guys in the 5 and 6 spot are your primary defenders, sort of like a free safety and a strong safety. Now, although it's important to understand your role and your responsibility, as the game progresses and depending on how the enemy team responds, these roles are interchangeable. They're kind of fluid. And what I've got here are 4 different games where I'm basically playing 4 different roles. And these games also happen to sort of coincide with my completion of the Vector challenge tree, so I wanted to throw that in there as well. Now, of the guys that are in our clan, the 7 regulars in the Band of the Red Hand, P-Dub is probably the strongest player on the team. And I thought these games were interesting that I put in the video because P-Dub was not playing with us. So we kind of had to take up the slack and do some things that we were unaccustomed to. Usually I will act as the primary flag carrier. But in this game, because I was trying to get the gold camo on my Vector, I decided to hang back and put myself in the role that P-Dub is normally in. One of those midfield escort roles. Actually, in this game, I decided that I would play in the 4 spot, which I would describe as sort of like a holding midfielder. I'm going to be in the middle third of the map, maybe a little closer to our objective than theirs. You might say this is camping. It's tactical camping. It's a necessary evil when you're playing Capture the Flag. Yeah, I'm always blown away by guys in the lobby or when you can hear them bleed through on their kill cams and they're like, stop camping. And my response to that would be, well, play a different game type. Because that's part of the game when you're playing Capture the Flag. The whole idea is to make sure that that flag gets back to your base. And so you have to have guys stationed around the map that can help your team achieve that. Now, right here, I needed my final Bloodthirsty medal to unlock the gold camo. As you can see, I already got that. And I think I actually get a 10 streak right here after I ran out of ammo and I picked up this MSMC or Scorpion or whatever I've got there that somebody dropped. I've created such a distraction to the enemy team because they're upset that I'm quote-unquote camping, that they're more focused on getting me out of this room than stopping our flag carrier. So watch the top left corner of your map. You can see our flag carrier is moving through that alley on this map, which I think is called Overflow. And all they want to do is get me out of this room. Our flag carrier is going to loop around clockwise and grab this capture right under the wire to earn a draw in this round because the enemy forgot about the flag carrier. So that worked out. I did my job. Now in this game, I've actually moved a little farther up the field, so to speak. On this map, Yemen, my job was to be the primary escort and kill the person that might pick up our flag, so be the lead return guy. Now, toward the end of this particular segment, you're going to see me go on a nice little 5 streak and kill their flag carrier and end the game, and they're pretty upset about it. You can hear the other guy on their kill cam. Cliff and Silk were acting as flag carriers, and you can see I'm kind of playing in behind them. I'm providing some cover. Didn't quite get to Cliff soon enough that time, but my job right here as an escort is to let them know when the area around the flag is clear. So I'm kind of moving around, picking people off, hanging back, making sure that I don't move too far out of my territory and drag defenders with me. I'm going to destroy that Guardian and say, okay, you're clear. I think you can grab it now. Go grab the flag. So I'm going to cycle back, make sure that nobody's coming to pick him up. I pick that guy up. There's one. I see a guy moving over there trying to take up a position and grab them if they're moving down the path. There's two. Your escorts really have to be comfortable running and gunning. Okay, I'm going to pick up my flag carrier as he cycles back. I know I've got him clear. And in order for us to cap it in this final 20 seconds, we got to kill their flag carrier. So I'm going to move back through here. I get a lucky double kill right there as they're hunting for me. They were trying to establish a defensive position to protect that guy back there. And I take an angle on him. Thank goodness I had a really quick submachine gun. I say cap it. And
Our flag is back at base.
with basically no time to spare, we get the cap.
Get
I
ready for the
swear
next
this is
round.
supposed to be hardcore, but it's not.
And they're not real happy. Cliff gets this kill cam right here. I have no idea what that comment was from the other guy. We weren't playing a hardcore server, so I don't even know what he was talking about. He said this is supposed to be hardcore, but it's not playing out like it. Maybe he thought he was hardcore? I'm not sure what that meant. In any case, this one's a little out of sequence because I had just prestige, so I'm playing with an MP7. But this is my traditional role as the number one lead flag carrier. I usually play with a submachine gun. Cliff will play with a shotgun. And you can see he does exactly what a number two guy is supposed to do. He provides a human shield. And you can see he even says so. I wanted to make sure that you could get clear and get around that corner. I knew that somebody was waiting for me, so I was able to creep around behind him. I wish I could have cleared that bouncing Betty a little more cleanly, but it did the job. In my mind, this is perfect execution of a flag capture. With my score streak set up, UAV Hunter Killer Care Package, I'm able to achieve all three of my score streaks. You can see my escorts picking me up as I come around counterclockwise. First, I think Gibby, and then Redfish. Silk is playing defense on this game. I get the capture. That earns me my care package. And I basically get one of the best rewards that you could get as a person playing flag carrier, and that is a sentry gun. The best thing that I can do for my team after I capture a flag is to put down a sentry gun or a guardian, because that basically acts as an extra defender and takes a little bit of the load off of them. Now, Cliff is probably going to cycle back and grab the flag on the second turn, so to speak, and I'm going to provide some cover for him and be waiting for him to cap the flag so I can grab it on the third cycle. In this last game, this is where I'm going to max out the Vector and unlock all of the attachments on my second prestige. You see I've already got the gold camo here. I'm going to go ahead and earn Vector Mastery in this round. This round was interesting because we decided in the lobby that we were going to try to cap the flag right off the break, and I'm doing that in my usual number one spot. And then after we got that one cap, we decided that we would just hold and play defense, that we wouldn't really try for any more captures, not too aggressively anyway. We thought if we got one, that we could prevent this other team from winning and sit back and just kind of farm kills, so to speak. So Redfish did a good job of alerting me that there were a couple defenders back there. Unfortunately, I missed the flag carrier, but as you can see, Red went ahead and took him out. He says, cap it. I go get the capture. Now that we've got that one cap on the board, I'm going to drop out of that lead number one spot, and I'm going to go back to playing number 4 because, again, I want to get my kills and finish my Vector challenges. As you can see, I'm just holding back in the final third. I'm not back there with our safeties, the 5 and 6 guys. I'm in a slightly more mobile role, but I'm going to pick up any of their flag carriers and alert my team, like right here. They said, okay, Adam, somebody picked up the flag. They killed me. He came in behind me. And I'm going to drop back. I'm going to mop these guys up, get a couple returns, and then take up my post. So it's important to know your roles and responsibilities when you play in this fashion, but everything's fluid. It's a dynamic game. As long as you communicate with your team, there's some interchangeable parts. It's kind of like Bob Knight's motion offense if you're a college basketball fan. Everyone knows their role, but it's constantly changing. You can slide into different positions as the game changes. Now, right here I see that in this round, a random that had jumped in with us has picked up the flag. So I'm going to go ahead and provide him a little escort service. I'm going to run in behind him, make sure that nobody sneaks up behind him. And as I'm doing so, there is my final kill that I needed for my Vector Mastery. So I've got that tag now, and I'm going to move on to a different weapon and see if I can gold plate it. Right here at the end of the game is we're just playing for the win. We've only got a minute left. We knew we had already won that first round, and we've got some points on the board in this second round. We're just basically playing defense. It's kind of like, bringing the goalie out. Me and Cliff are just going to drop back and play defense with the rest of our team. That was a very lucky hip spray right there. I should have been dead. I'm sure that guy was upset. This hunter killer kill is hilarious. In the face! That was lucky. Sometimes that works out, sometimes it doesn't. Usually you get caught trying to call in the hunter killer and the guy shoots you while you're trying to be slick, but that time I got him. Fortunately, this round ended when it did because I had 11 rounds left. We got one guy here trying to creep in behind. I don't think 30 seconds is enough for him to cap that flag and tie the round up. Looks like we got one more just to add insult to injury. But anyway, I hope that was helpful. I'm by no means an expert. That's just the way that we like to approach the game. I find it helpful, just to communicate with your team and establish some roles. Hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching.